Alright, welcome back to another episode of Old School Cool. Today we're going to take a look at what I believe to be the first pistol grip hole shooter. Well, this isn't the physical first one, nor is it the first model they released. They had, at the time, we mentioned this in another Old School Cool, we'll put up a slide of the catalog, but they had multiple different speed drills for various uses. This one in particular is rated for 500 or 5,000 RPM freewheeling. So no load RPM should be somewhere around 5,000. Now, this drill has had a lot of miles on it. I don't know that we're going to get that out of it. We do have the Vita root here, and we're going to try. We're going to see what we get. I can say it's on all new bearings. We did all new bearings on this. We got new grease packed in here. We cleaned the switch up. We put a new cord on it. Rebuilt the chuck. This is the original chuck as far as I know, or at least the chuck that came with the drill when I got it. This is a 1/4 inch Jacobs chuck. It's a 7B. It's an interesting drill design. One of the interesting things about it is the brushes are here. And that's not common on many of the drills. A lot of the drills will have the brushes back here. So the commutator and the fan are together, and there's just a bearing back here. We'll see some of that in the restoration photos when I put them up. But this is actually it was a very interesting drill to do the restoration on because of how it was made. It was made differently than a lot of the more modern tools are. The drill runs good. We'll run it here in a little bit with the Vita root and see how fast it goes. Like I said, it's a very interesting design, and hopefully we'll be able to see some of that when we take a look at the slideshow at the end here, when we see how the restoration process was done. But we got a little bit of trim painting here in the air intake. That's some red paint, and then the inside I completely varnished with insulating varnish. We revarnished the motor, both the rotor and the stator, sealed that stuff up. It was a little crackly. Wasn't bad, but we sealed it up, and just basically gave this thing a good going over, and it still runs good. There's nothing really wrong with it. So without, I guess, further, we'll play around with the Vita root, and we'll see how fast it goes. So here we go. Okay, so there we go. You can see I left the drill warm up a fair amount, and this is warm. It's not hot, but it is indeed warm. These old tools, when you run them 100%, they do get warm. They don't get, oh my god, I can't hold it hot, but they do get warm. And we let it warm up, and we got about 4,100 RPMs out. You saw it was dancing around. It's like 3,900. It's somewhere in this area. So it's not the rated 5,000 RPMs, but that is still moving for a drill. I mean, that is really fast. And I believe these were drills that were used in manufacturing in World War II. They were aircraft manufacturing and things like that. Basically drilling holes for rivets and what have you. They were using these drills for stuff like that. So there we go. Neat tool. From a neat era in tool manufacturing. Like I said, when we check out the restoration photos, we'll see that this is not arranged like a lot of the drills are when we take them apart. So kind of neat to see that. And also has the neat older branding of Milwaukee plates on there. So overall, fun restoration, neat drill. We'll have to put this thing to use sometime, and we'll see what we can do with it. The 4,000 RPM is really moving. There's not a lot we can really, effectively do in the shop with it. Maybe we'll try and drill some thin aluminum like aircraft thickness with it. Might be kind of fun. So, alright, there we go. Another old school cool. Check out the restoration photos at the end here, and hope you guys enjoyed. Hope to have more of these old tools that we'll take a look at. They're great old tools. Thanks for watching. See you later.